Hello everyone, my name is Troy Torthon, and in this tutorial, we're going to do something a little bit different. Yep, I'm going to teach you how to make the Origami Fairy Dragon. This is a super complex model. It's even harder than the other Origamis that I've made. So, because this is really complex, I recommend you using a 12-inch square or even a 35 centimeter. But for this, I'm actually using printer paper. Now, printer paper, you need to use a square. But if you have printer paper, then I'm going to show you how to turn the printer paper into a square. But if you already have a square, then you don't have to do this fold. So, when I fold it, let's start. Okay, so to turn it into a square, we're going to take this edge and fold it to this edge here. Okay. So, like this. Okay, turn it over, and I'm going to fold this flap up so that the fold aligns with this edge here, this edge. Unfold it. And now I'm going to tear this bit off. So put in your fingers like this, and then you can make a small tear like this. Separate your hands. As you can see, the paper starts to tear on the mountain fold or the valley fold like this. So we don't need that bit. And as you can see, we have our square. Okay? Now you're going to start, so fold it in half and diagonal the other way. Okay? Unfold it. And now I'm going to make some crease marks. So take this point up to this point, but we're only going to make a small pinch here. So just pinch it like that. Okay, unfold it. And now you're going to take this point again and fold it to the pinch mark. And fold all the way. Make a nice first crease. Like this. Repeat on this side. So, fold it up. Okay. Now you're going to turn it over. And now you're going to fold this flap up on these 2 points here. See this point? And at this point, you're going to make a valley fold that connects these 2 points together. So, what we're doing is something like this. Fold this flap up on this point, and this point. Something like this. Okay. Unfold it and repeat on this side. Okay, unfold it, turn it over, and now I'm going to take this mountain fold and fold it to the center crease. So as we do that, we're going to make a new crease under here. So it makes that extra, this. Do the same thing on this side. Okay. Now you're going to unfold everything. Right. Now I'm going to fold everything in half, but we're not going to crease all the way. Now this may be a little bit confusing, but something like this. You're going to make a crease from this line here up to this line here. So let the run through the middle and just make a crease like this. From this point to this point. Something like this. And one thing, always make sure when you do this fold, it runs straight through the intersection of this diagonal fold and this diagonal fold. So repeat on this side. Okay. Unfold. So as you can see, we have an X, like this. Now I'm going to fold this flap up so that this point touches this point here. Okay. And as we do that, this crease will align with this crease. So, okay. Unfold, and then we're going to repeat the process on this flap, and this flap. So, something like this. Okay, now we have all of our P creases. Now here comes, so we're going to make something like kind of a square base, but not exact. So usually a square base would take shape like this, but we're going to make the square base so that the mountain fold ends at this square here, like this. So same thing here. Okay. I have something like this. See that? Now, you're going to make a squash fold. So take this flap here, and you're going to squash it down so this line hits these line here. Close it back up. Do the same thing on this side. Close it back up again. Turn it over and do it again on this side. So okay. So squash it down. Okay. Fold this back. So I have something like this. Now you're going to fold this flap over like this. Now I'm going to make a petal fold. So to make a petal fold, you're going to fold this up, this flap up, so that this edge hits this line here. This. And this edge hits this line here. Okay, that's our petal fold, and fold this flap down. Close it back, and now we're going to do the same thing for this side. So there's actually an easier way to do it. So take this edge and fold it to this edge here. And same thing. And now what you're going to do is do the same thing. So you're going to make a fold on these 2 points here. So and fold it back down. And now I'm going to repeat on this 2 flaps here. Now, for this one, you're going to do something a little different. You're still going to make the same petal fold, but a little bit more folds than last time, okay? Now, because this model takes a long time to make, I'm going to be splitting this video into 2 parts. So, part 1 is going to be about learning how to make the body, and part 2 is going to be how to make the head, wings, legs, and arms, and the rest of the details. So, okay. So now I have something like this. Now I'm going to hold these 2 points and pull, so we're going to make a straight crease from this point to this point. So you can see we just tucked that flap inside and squash it down like this. Fold it back and repeat on this side. Okay, fold it up and down. Grab these 2 points and pull it so it makes a straight crease here. Fold it back. Now we're going to make a hard fold. So this is going to be a little bit confusing, but this is how it is. So I'm going to push in the middle like this, so we make a square on the existing creases like this. Push the square together. Do the same thing on this side. And now you're going to pull them apart, so we make a crease from this point to this point. So a mountain fold, this. Same thing on this side. Okay. So now your model should look something like this. But now the model is not going to lie flat. Oh, I need to find a way to make it flat so we can make more folds. So what we're going to do is we're going to push in the middle and bring everything together to itself like this. Okay, so now it should look something like this. So we did something like this. So okay. Now I'm going to reverse these flaps down so they stick out this direction and this direction. So what we're going to do, open this up so that the flaps are equal on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 3 flaps on this side and 1, 2, 3 flaps on this side. What we're going to do now is going to reverse this flap down so we make like a triangle fold, like a V-shaped fold. So, like this. Same thing on this side. Fold it like this. Okay. This is going to be the legs. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to make a valley fold on this point here, all the way. But as you notice, as we try to fold it up, these flaps will stop us making that fold. Now that is supposed to happen, but you realize that we can't fold it when the flaps are in the way. What's actually going on is because these flaps, we're not supposed to fold on that direction. Turn it over, and then when you fold this flap up, these should appear. So these will allow you to fold over and let you squash the model. So the valley fold goes in this intersection. And this is an intersection here. And just fold the model down. Like this. Now let's work on the legs. So turn it over and unfold this flap. So now it looks like a watch. Now you're going to make a fold from this point to this point. So like this. And repeat on all 3 flaps. So this. Now I'm going to fold it in half again. And I'm going to fold the entire model in half, like this. Okay. So, this is what the model should look like now. So, we're going to make something. So we'll make some inside and outside reverse folds for the legs. So we're going to take this flap and fold it in like this. And now we're going to reverse fold it back. Like this. Repeat on this side. Okay, this is what the leg should look like. Now, apparently we've run out of time, so be sure to check out part 2, which is coming soon. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye.